The Isle of Skye, off Scotland's rugged west coast, is a place where ancient stories echo in the mountains and glens, and every breeze seems to carry a whisper from the past. This mystical island is steeped in legend, its landscapes shaped by both time and myth. Here, nature reigns supreme. Towering peaks rise above deep, shadowy valleys, and dramatic cliffs stand guard over a coastline battered by the relentless sea. The raw power of the elements has sculpted a land that feels both wild and welcoming, inviting you to lose yourself in its untamed beauty. Amid this wild beauty lies one of Skye's most enchanting treasures, the legendary fairy pools. Nestled at the foot of the Black Quillen Mountains, these pools have inspired countless tales of magic and wonder. These aren't ordinary pools. Their crystal-clear blue and green waters seem to glow with an inner light, as if enchanted by the fairies themselves. Sunlight dances across the surface, creating a mesmerizing display of color and movement. Fed by pure mountain streams from the Black Quillen, the water tumbles over ancient rocks, forming a series of magical waterfalls and pools. Each cascade adds to the sense of wonder, the sound of rushing water echoing through the glen. Each pool is a vibrant basin, some shimmering turquoise, others deep emerald, all impossibly clear. The water is so pure you can see every pebble and stone beneath the surface, inviting you to dip your toes, or simply marvel at nature's artistry. The fairy pools feel like a piece of a living fairy tale, set apart from the modern world. Standing here, surrounded by mist and mountains, it's easy to believe in the magic that has drawn travelers for generations. Today, we journey to this magical oasis, walking the winding path to the pools and exploring the legends, wildlife, and natural wonders that make this place truly unique. Along the way, keep an eye out for local birds, wildflowers, and perhaps even a glimpse of a red deer grazing nearby. Prepare to be captivated by the simple, profound magic of the fairy pools of Skye. As the sun rises and mist drifts across the water, the landscape transforms into something almost otherworldly. Let's step into a world where nature's artistry and ancient myth come alive, where every view feels like a painting, and every moment is filled with possibility. The adventure begins here, in the heart of Skye's wild beauty, where every step brings a new discovery, and every breath fills you with awe. Ready to discover the secrets of the fairy pools? Let's go. Our journey into the magic of Skye starts now. To reach the fairy pools, you travel deep into Glen Brittle, a remote valley on Skye's western side. The drive winds past cottages, sheep-filled fields, and ever more dramatic scenery as the Quillen Mountains rise ahead. Arrive early, the car park fills quickly, a testament to the pool's worldwide allure. From here, a well-marked path leads you down toward the River Brittle, whose pure waters feed the pools. The gravel trail protects the fragile landscape, making the walk accessible to most visitors. As you set out, the air is fresh, the river murmurs, and the mountains stand watch. This isn't just a walk, it's an immersion in Skye's raw, untamed nature. The anticipation builds with every step, surrounded by the vastness of the highlands. The journey itself is part of the magic, connecting you to the land before you even glimpse the pools. The path is easy to follow, inviting you to slow down and take in the wild beauty. Soon, the sound of waterfalls grows louder, guiding you onward. The adventure to the fairy pools is underway. Let's see what awaits. The hike to the fairy pools is a gentle adventure, one that feels both inviting and mysterious, as if you're about to step into a storybook landscape. The path begins with a sense of anticipation, the air fresh and tinged with the scent of wild heather, and the distant sound of rushing water hinting at what lies ahead. The journey is about 2.4 kilometers along the river, winding through the heart of the Isle of Skye. Along the way, you'll find stepping stones that let you cross the water, each crossing a playful challenge, adding a sense of adventure to the walk. Each crossing is a small thrill, the cold, clear water rushing beneath your feet. The stones are smooth from centuries of footsteps, and the water is so pure you can see every pebble below. The path winds through heather and grass, the landscape shifting with the light and weather. Sometimes the sun breaks through, illuminating the hills in gold. Other times mist rolls in, making everything feel enchanted and otherworldly. Every rise reveals a new, breathtaking view of the valley and the Quillen peaks. The mountains loom in the distance, their jagged silhouettes adding drama to the horizon, while the valley below is a patchwork of greens and browns. Suddenly, the first fairy pool appears, a waterfall spilling into a pool of dazzling blue. The water is so clear it almost glows, inviting you to pause and take it all in. But this is just the start. More pools await, each with its own character. Some are deep and mysterious, others shallow and sparkling in the sunlight. Some are hidden between rocks, others open and inviting, perfect for a moment of quiet reflection or even a brave dip in the chilly water. With natural arches and tunnels carved by centuries of water, the landscape feels sculpted by magic. The rocks tell stories of time, shaped by wind and rain. The final stretch brings you to the most iconic pool, where a large waterfall plunges into a deep emerald basin. The sound of the water echoes off the rocks, filling the air with energy and life. The scene is unforgettable, the sound of water, the vivid colors, the wild backdrop. It's a place that feels untouched, where nature's artistry is on full display. Take a moment to sit on the rocks, mesmerized by the movement and light. Watch as the water dances over stones, reflecting the ever-changing sky above. This hike is more than a walk. It's a passage into a world shaped by time and nature. Every step brings you closer to the heart of Skye's wild spirit. Every step draws you further from the ordinary, deeper into Skye's magic. The landscape seems to shift and breathe, as if the island itself is alive with ancient secrets. The pools invite you to pause, reflect, and simply marvel. Here you can lose track of time, caught up in the beauty and tranquility of this hidden world. Here the everyday fades away. The mist, the water, and the silence create a sense of peace that lingers long after you leave. You're part of something ancient and extraordinary. The fairy pools remind you of the power and wonder of nature and your own small place within it. Welcome to the hidden world of the fairy pools, a place where adventure, beauty, and magic come together in perfect harmony. The fairy pools are renowned for their astonishingly clear, almost magical water, which flows directly from the rugged Quillen Mountains, cascading over ancient volcanic rock. This pristine stream has been shaped over millennia, creating a landscape that feels both timeless and untouched. The purity of the water is so remarkable that you can see every pebble, every ripple, and every subtle movement beneath the surface, as if you're peering through a perfectly polished pane of glass. It's a window into the heart of the landscape, revealing the hidden world below. The colors here are mesmerizing, shifting from turquoise to sapphire to deep emerald, depending on the depth, the rocks below, and the angle of the sunlight. On bright days, the pools sparkle and shimmer, their jewel-like tones dancing in the light, creating a living mosaic of color. Even when the sky is overcast and clouds roll in, the pools seem to glow with an inner radiance, casting a splash of vibrant color across the otherwise rugged and wild landscape. It's as if the water itself holds a secret light, undimmed by the weather. Towering above it all, the black Quillen Mountains rise dramatically, their jagged peaks forming a powerful and awe-inspiring backdrop that dominates the horizon. The dark, brooding peaks, often shrouded in swirling mists, add an air of mystery and grandeur to the scene, standing in stark contrast to the delicate, crystalline beauty of the pools below. Here the scene is a study in contrasts. Soft, flowing water gliding over hard, ancient volcanic rock, a dance between movement and stillness, strength and fragility. You can almost feel the immense natural forces that have shaped this land. Water slowly carving out pools and channels, mountains forged by the relentless power of fire and ice, wind and rain sculpting the landscape over countless ages. Standing here between water and stone, you become acutely aware of the deep, ancient history of the earth, of the countless years and powerful elements that have created this breathtaking place. It's a humbling experience, one that fills you with awe and wonder, and leaves an unforgettable impression on your soul. The fairy pools are truly a testament to nature's artistry, a masterpiece sculpted by time, water, and stone. They remind us of our own smallness in the face of such grandeur, and how incredibly fortunate we are to witness such unspoiled beauty with our own eyes. This is Skye at its most powerful and poetic, a place where the forces of nature and the passage of time are written into every rock and ripple. Let the landscape speak to you, inviting quiet contemplation and a deep connection to the wild, enduring spirit of this extraordinary land. The fairy pools aren't just for looking, they're for experiencing. For the adventurous, wild swimming is the ultimate thrill. The water is icy, but the rush is unforgettable. If you prefer to stay dry, the hiking is superb, with paths leading further up the glen for those seeking solitude and wilder views. Find a quiet spot by a lesser-known pool, or enjoy a picnic surrounded by waterfalls and mountains. The simple act of eating here, with the sound of water and the sweep of the Quillen, feels magical. Remember to leave no trace. keep this place pristine for all who visit. Photography is a favorite pastime. The ever-changing light and colors offer endless inspiration. Whether you're a pro or snapping with your phone, every shot captures a piece of Skye's magic. The pools invite you to slow down, explore, and connect with the wild. Every visit is unique, shaped by weather, light, and your own sense of wonder. Here, adventure and tranquility go hand in hand. The fairy pools are a playground for the senses. Dive in however you choose. The name fairy pools is rooted in Skye's rich folklore. For centuries, locals have told tales of powerful fairies, magical beings said to bathe in these pools at dawn and dusk. One legend tells of a MacLeod clan chief who married a fairy princess. Her magic lingers in the land, and the pools were her secret bathing place. Other stories speak of selkies, seals who become human on land, slipping up the river to swim in the clear waters. These myths add romance and mystery, connecting the landscape to a world of imagination. As you gaze into the glowing pools, it's easy to believe in hidden magic. The legends are part of what makes this place so special. Here, nature and story are forever entwined. The fairy pools are surrounded by a living landscape, rich with hardy plants and elusive wildlife. Heather paints the hills purple in late summer, while mosses and lichens add splashes of green and orange to the rocks. Red deer sometimes graze in the glen, and rabbits or stoats dart through the heather. The river Brittle is home to salmon and trout, visible in the crystal water. Look up to spot buzzards, kestrels, or even a golden eagle soaring above the mountains. Smaller birds flit among the rocks, their songs a soundtrack to your walk. This thriving ecosystem is part of the pool's magic. Observing wildlife here is a privilege. Respect their space and tread lightly. Every encounter, from a deer on a hillside to an eagle overhead, is a reminder that we are guests in this wild world. The fairy pools are alive with nature's wonders. Take time to notice them. The fairy pools transform with the seasons, each visit offering something new. In spring, fresh green grasses and wildflowers emerge, and waterfalls swell with snowmelt. Summer brings long days, vibrant colors, and blooming heather, a perfect time for swimming and picnics. Autumn cloaks the glen in gold and red, the light turning warm and soft as crowds thin out. Winter is stark and wild, with snow-capped peaks and icy patterns on the pools. Each season reveals a different side of Skye's magic. No two visits are ever the same. The landscape is always changing, always alive. Whether you seek energy or tranquility, the pools welcome you year-round. Witnessing the transformation is part of the enchantment. The fairy pools are a place for all seasons. Come back and see them change. The fairy pools are more than a destination. They're an experience that lingers in your memory. The journey through Glen Brittle, the legends, the wild beauty, all combine to create something truly special. Whether you swim, hike, or simply sit and watch the water, you connect with Skye's spirit. The stories and scenery invite you to look deeper, to feel the magic woven into the land. This is a place where nature and imagination meet. If you visit Scotland, put the fairy pools at the top of your list. It's a journey into the heart of one of the world's most beautiful islands. Disconnect from the rush of modern life. Reconnect with wonder. The fairy pools are waiting to share their secrets. Come and feel the magic for yourself.